if you walk without rhythm, then you won't attract the worm. But you might get a Christopher Walken.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Hey, welcome to another episode of 10 Random Things. I'm Rob.
I'm Kyle.
This is the show where we each bring 5 random things and we talk about them. And let's begin.
Okay. Because I'm curious, I don't know when you're watching this, but I know we're recording it. But do you know what time it is, Rob?
What time is it? It's hammer time.
It's Morbin time.
Let me go to the thing cam. I'm not sure I know what's happening.
This is Morbius. Morbius, Living Vampire. It also happens to be a current feature film that it has recently returned to theaters.
I heard it returned to theaters.
Yeah. So the Sony, capitalizing on the fact that they still own access to all of the Spider-Man universe, has been going through their archives and seeing characters, and then throwing money at characters and actors and hoping that magic will form from there. And so they came out with Morbius, which is a movie starring Jared Leto. And I guess what I'm told is a movie starring, because this is the Funko Pop bobblehead of Morbius from his comic book incarnation. So this is what he looks like in the comic book. So do you see Jared Leto when he's in this?
I don't know about that. He looks.
Yeah,
he looks like he came out of a taping of Thriller.
Yeah, well, see, you can you guess the era that this character was created in?
84, 85.
I like the wide lapels, the 70s classic lapel. So Morbius came and went with barely a ripple, and then the internet started dunking on him. They started having some fun with him. They started really going after our boy Morbius. That's where the "It's Morbin time," which is never said in the movie, became a meme. People saying that was their favorite line of the movie and things. And they basically were just making the rounds through things, just people just dunking on Morbius, by pretending that they loved it. And Sony was like, we got a viral hit on our hands. God, Morbius is about to become a cult film. It's going to be like Rocky Horror or They Live. And so they rushed it back to 1,000 theaters and made about $100,000.
That's it?
Something like that. Yeah. They haven't, at time of recording, the full box office is not out yet, but on Friday, as it was re-released to 1,000 theaters, it made $85,000, which is about $85 a theater.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. Wait. When you put it that way?
Yeah.
After costs, that didn't help.
No, it did not help at all. So yeah, it was. I don't think they understood that sometimes the internet just likes to dunk on stuff just to be mean, and it's not that they actually secretly love it.
They didn't know that.
Yeah. Morbius is not Venom.
Oh.
And no matter how many times you push it, it's never going to be.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I did not see it either. And that goes to show you, of all of these movies,
no.
That's the one of them I have not seen. So it goes to tell you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So.
All right. Old Morbius.
He'll stand over here.
I do have.
He's lurking.
When we are recording this, we are fresh off of an event that took us to a place. Oh, that's the.
Greetings from Anaheim.
This is a two-parter. This will be one of my things.
Okay.
We went to a certain place and we had.
Oh, that's right.
We had beverages. That looked really weird when I pulled those out of the box. Plus, also
red and green, so Christmas, right?
Christmas ornaments.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're gonna use yours for? That's a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Red and green.
We'll put those on the cam. What are these?
So these are the thermal detonators. So these are the exclusive Coke that you can only get at Galaxy's Edge. So these are, as you can see, the Arabesh across the front. These are exclusive Coke containers that you can get only when you go to Batu.
Which we did.
Was
amazing.
We did for the first time.
It was
together.
Absolutely incredible.
It was great. So
yes.
Both of us had never been before. So we got to walk in and we had multiple people filming our reactions as we walked in, starry-eyed, turned into 12-year-olds again. Yes, I've drunk mine. I brought 2 of these home. I drank mine the day after when I was feeling a little nostalgic. Like, I can't believe just a couple of days ago I was surrounded by Star Wars fans, and I went to and we were on a trip, and so I sat quietly as I watched some reaction videos from people who had been on the celebration.
It's lucky that
their experience too. So my daughter has not drunk hers yet, so we have one of these still full in our fridge.
And we're lucky that we drove because I don't think we could have brought these on the plane.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's because they bear a distinct shape that the security people do not like. Also, I can tell you, if you're a fan of the Grip 6 wallet, security really doesn't like those either. So in case you have my wallet has a little plastic ring on it where you can put your finger in. You can sort of like quick draw it or whatever. Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, I had a lot of them go, "Ooh," every time they would see it. Go, what? And then we have to go, "Oh no, it's on the side. You just press it, and the cards pop up. It's fine." But...
So here's what I would say about Galaxy's Edge. One, Rise of the Resistance. Everything that everyone says. It's amazing. We were very lucky on that.
Yeah, and for us, it worked flawlessly. Not only were we able to get on, which is the problem that usually people have.
Less than 30 minutes.
Right, exactly. Less than 30 minutes. A beautiful, magical time that we were able to just get in. But no technical problems on the ride. Like we didn't have a weird, misfunctioning. It does occasionally. There's some videos out there of malfunction.
Where he just goes.
Yeah, where they just like
creeps over.
Like they come around the corner and he's there, and it's just like. The power of the dark side.
Oh no! Okay, well we didn't have that.
We didn't have that, so ours worked perfectly.
It's totally fantastic.
And there's still some stuff in there that is just magic.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they did some of those things in there. It was remarkable.
It's everything. It's absolutely a must do. Yeah. And if you can do it, not waiting 4 hours, even better.
Yeah.
Star Tours was awesome.
Yep. We got to fly the Falcon.
Falcon.
We were with pilots, so we got to work together. That we are good as podcasters. We are not good as
I will just say this: it did not go well.
It did not go well.
We didn't full on
like crash the
corridor
Falcon.
Wasn't bad.
We made it home.
Yeah.
But our score was sort of mid tier. We were about 7,000 points out of the possible.
I didn't even remember.
I think it's about 7,000 out of possible like 15,000. So we're.
Here's the thing about that ride. That was maybe the disappointing part of the ride because that is missing an auto mode.
Yeah.
That when you get on it, like here's the deal. We got on it. You make it into the inside of the Falcon to kind of look and see the dejark table and everything else. We were there for about 35 seconds.
Yeah, and then they grabbed us and
they push you down.
Yeah.
You get into the cockpit, and no sooner do you go, wow, I'm on the Falcon. You're trying to fly. You don't do it well, and too bad for the people all behind us, part of our families and friends.
Yeah.
Because I don't think their experience was great because it was pressing buttons.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. That is a ride I think that would benefit when you go back into, because a lot of what I was learning to do is because I controlled up down and Rob controlled left right. So that was, and I got lucky enough that I got to jump to light speed. So that was pretty cool. I got to pull the switch.
But that was cool. Can I tell you though? That was cool. Just experiencing it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
They need an auto mode.
Yeah, because I spent the whole time like trying to figure out the control, like how hard do I need to put? I mean, like it's the first 5 minutes of any video game when you're like, okay, how do I orient? How do I turn? How do I jump? How do I
Exactly.
And so it's like I was sort of like, is this too hard? Is this too soft? It's like I put us on the deck. Quite a few times
crashed through a couple
because I would sort of like go, oh no, we need to go down, and I would like actually bottom it out, and so I was like, oh. So I think if I got to do it again, I would have a little bit more idea of where we're going, and I actually could see it because I barely understood what was happening on the thing because I was so concentrating on up down, like not running into things on above or below, and I had no idea what the rest of the crew was doing.
Well, and nothing, as they told us afterwards. And when you just said like the first 5 minutes of video game would be great, but this ride isn't even 5 minutes.
No.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
Again, it's a great ride.
Yeah, technologically and being in the cockpit and like in lights. I mean, I really would have had a good time if they had just given us 5 minutes to just like
auto mode.
To sit in the
auto mode.
Yeah, to sit in the chair and to like basically all I want to do is pull that lever, and the rest of it could have just coasted.
You should be able to pick your auto mode and just sit back and watch everything unfold and have that whole experience with the people you're with. That's the only thing.
I believe there is a video where some people went on and they basically said, what if we don't touch anything?
And what happened?
Well, I didn't want to spoil it for myself before but now I can go back and do it. So like once you're done watching us, you can hop over to the
Blue milk was delicious.
Blue milk was delicious. I'm not
Pineapple-y.
I'm not a fruit juicy sort of fan. I'm not a big icy fan either. So I was worried that this was a combination of the two. But I ended up drinking the entire thing. Like I drank the entire thing down. I really, really enjoyed it. And the auto service where you can just order in the app and then just walk over there and then they call your name and you pick up your thing. Super smooth, super easy.
Awesome.
Loved it.
We'll have more to talk about Star Wars. We're not done talking about Star Wars.
We're not done talking about Star Wars because hey, I got an idea. Why do we keep talking about Star Wars? Because it's an anniversary for Star Tours. So it is the 35th anniversary of Star Tours back in 1987, and this is the patch that they put out in it. And this is actually, it's hard to see. I'm going to put my thumb on there because it's actually raised. Get an angle there too. So this is all like sort of bubble letters. You can see the whole thing is actually like
that is a quality
Sorry about my nails.
Patch.
Yeah, it is a really, really nice, really nice thick patches of too. So celebrating the 35th anniversary of Star Tours. So while we were at Star Wars Celebration, I got to go to a fan panel at the collecting panel. They were talking about collectibles of this, and they actually had one of these there, and I didn't know it existed. And so that night, I went to Downtown Disney and bought one because they did a good job of selling, even though they weren't. That's not what the panel was about. They were about here's all the things that they collect on the way. So that's what's fun about Star Wars Celebration is you get to see different sides of fandom. And so this panel was about people who love Star Tours like I do and collect things from it. So their collecting stuff is a lot of it is paper. So like they're collecting stationery and original tickets and maps and invitations.
Wow.
Like that's what they really go after. They're not really interested in much like the plastic vehicles or the shirts or that kind of stuff. But yeah, they gave away some of these. And that was a super fun panel because everybody in there loved it. And so when another thing would come up, they would put up a Star Tours joke or whatever, and everybody would go like, ah! So it's like all of us on the same page about it too. So and we got to ride Star Tours when we were there too. Star Tours has always been one of my favorite things because at the time in '87, Return of the Jedi come out, and that was it. Star Wars was done.
Animated Ewoks.
Yeah, we had Ewoks and droids, and that was it. But this was the first time we ever got to go into Star Wars. You actually got to be in the movies with them too. Before Galaxy's Edge, before The Falcon, before Rise of Resistance, Star Tours was it. And it was one of those formative things. Like when I was a kid, that was it. So I've always been a huge Star Tours fan. So this is going on my backpack, proudly.
Wait, I love, I think anniversary logos are always a tough thing. This is so elegantly done. Yeah. I love the way that orange band connects to the 3 and the 5.
Yeah, and in that
way to go.
Yeah, and it looks like the 3 and 5 even have that Star Wars font.
Yes.
That is.
Okay.
But yeah, and like keeping the original logo.
Really well done, and I love the fact that this looks like the old space shuttle STS patches.
Yeah.
So you have that too.
Yeah. So that was that was new at the time.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I love that. I'm very pleased with that. That was a good purchase.
Let me move my stuff around here.
I think that's the end. I mean, I'm sure I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, obviously, and my Star Wars stuff. So if you're worried about Star Wars overload for me, you don't have to worry about that.
I have something that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Had to do this.
It's Geeky Tiki time.
That's right.
So you got this for me.
I did. As soon as I saw this on the floor, I was like, Rob needs to have
Who was this from? Who sold this?
This was actually from them, from Geeky Tiki. From Geeky Tiki themselves. Like they had multiple things. Like they had a presence at our friends from Twink. They also had exclusive that you could get only from the Star Wars Celebration store, which good luck. But then they also had their own booth on the floor, and so they had this. So yeah, I love Geeky Tiki. So this is like Geeky Tiki and then the Star Wars arcade game. Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of this game.
Yep.
There might be a arcade one-up replica of it around the corner around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
This for a Geeky Tiki it won't even fit.
Yeah,
but you will get all the detail. Yeah, you're not going to drink out of this.
No,
because you drink out of it from the front here.
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm using this for paintbrushes and other tools. Yeah. But look at the art.
Yeah, is
outstanding. It has Star Wars on the back.
It's that ceramic, so you can hear the.
Look at it has the little screen
molded control. Yeah,
I love this. It was
so glad.
Totally awesome. And I'm gonna leave it here. It's staying here in the office. It's
nice.
It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Geeky Tikis, man, they're killing it right now.
So going back to Star Wars Celebration.
Yep.
The marketplace or the trade show floor was fantastic.
Yep.
Lots of fun stuff. This I thought was actually one of the coolest things.
Mhm.
That and the Tauntaun head, which I thought I was going to have room for here. We were probably going to get rid of these cactus flowers, but there was no room in the car. No room in the car on the way home.
That's true. That's true. I brought home a big Rex, a pilot Rex, which I thought I would bring it today too, but I couldn't like physically fit him in any of the boxes.
So,
but that took up a lot of space.
Yeah, this was cool. I didn't see. What was missing on the floor this year was all the third-party lightsaber makers.
Yeah,
there was none.
There was none,
which I thought was curious.
Yeah,
but
because they have so many that they're artificial. Maybe they're not.
Oh, they didn't want anybody to. They want everyone to go to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
It was awesome.
So, anyways, all right. So, switching gears entirely. Another franchise that has the word "star" in it that we need to talk about is Star Trek. And so, I brought on this little fellow who had a very good episode. So this is a Funko Dorbz Spock. See, and so there he is. So I'll tilt him there too. But you can see he is actually in mid-transport. Isn't that cool?
Oh, whoa!
See across the bottom. Actually has the little transport effect of the two. I love the Dorbz. They didn't do them for very long. I think they're pretty much done at this point. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't do my nails. I didn't think about the fact that I'd be this close on camera. I apologize. But yeah, so this is the Spock Dorbz.
Wait.
Because Spock is in a featured in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. So take a look at him.
Oh, he's actually translucent.
Yeah, he's actually translucent at the bottom. So look at his from his sort of, his waist down. He is sort of like sparkly and translucent. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see. Maybe you can have him.
We can do this.
That's right. We learned this trick.
Maybe we can't do this.
Maybe
Maybe
I
need to put my glasses on. And I'm like,
there
we
go. You can see a little bit there.
Yeah, because he's not his head's not translucent.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Explain to me what are.
So the Dorbz were a line that they did because Funko, obviously, this is when you think of Funko, you think of Morbius. No, when you think of this style, you think of big head, the sort of wide set eyes and that kind of stuff. They've been trying to do a lot of different styles and stuff too, and this was one of the ones they did for a while. Where this was basically it. It was kind of like a little bit like the Little People. You remember those from Special Price? Big head, little body, and this was it. So like everything was just like giant head, body, but it actually, and then basically the faces were all sort of the similar way. It was just basically like straight lines, like a smile. That because I have a bunch of. They actually did a whole line of the Batman villains. So I have Riddler and Joker and Harley and all that kind of stuff. And so they did this for a good couple years, and they never really caught on. So they sort of just stopped doing them. But they're, if you're, because Funko is Funko, you can probably find your favorite character as a Dorbz from that time period because they sort of, went out there. They actually are doing some really interesting stuff now. If you go to the Funko shop online, they're doing this whole new series where it's not based on any IP. It's their own stuff, and it's like cute food, which sounds really weird, but their designs are adorable. And so like all of a sudden they have is like happy soups. And so it's like a bunch of noodles all like kicking in a bowl, like, and it's ridiculous.
Soup?
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, but they are the designs are so good and so cute, and I want to buy all of them, even though they're like not connected to anything pre-existing. But yeah, Funko's they're still innovating. You can get your these guys in whatever character you want, but they're still doing some interesting stuff out there. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dorbz.
It's interesting. Well, these are very South Parky. That's the proportions.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think about that. But yeah.
And then didn't they try like the 8-inch figures?
Yes,
for a while?
I had some of those the rock candy.
Yes, the rock candy. Yes,
I have a couple of those too, and those I found were very style specific. So like, there's some I saw that look fantastic. Right. Like I have a Luna Lovegood. In rock case.
I remember her. Yes, she looked great with the glasses.
But then like Harry did not look as great. So
they had an awesome Willy Wonka. Too,
okay, yeah.
All right, as if there could be another set of fandom that we need to talk about. This I've been holding off for a little bit. This is a recent Kickstarter project that I got, and you like books. Rarely do I bring books.
Yeah.
And today I brought a book.
The iOS app icon book.
Okay, before I get into the book, I love Kickstarters. So Michael Flarup was the author of this and who was the Kickstarter. I love the nice little.
I know, I like that. I
Nice
always
thank you.
like when they give a little
Right?
thing like that. It's sort of like exclusive.
So, and I'm opening this up. This
Okay.
came in a nice little holographic package.
Okay.
I haven't even opened it up until now.
An unboxing. People love those unboxing videos here on the YouTube.
If I know how to do this. Okay, I did it.
Okay.
Look at, okay, sticker.
Okay.
Because everyone's got a sticker. I'll put this down here, right? Sticker. And.
Is that his company?
I think so. Is that the publisher? What is it?
Draconis?
Yeah.
JCONIST.
Iconist.
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 Oh,
it's
okay.
an
It
I.
has a little hook.
Which that makes more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because, okay, he included his icon maker stencil. So this is a stencil idea that he designed as a designer of icons, how that would all work. Really cool in that, okay, everybody thinks of everything as being Illustrator, Photoshop. No, you take a pencil and a paper, and then this is your little stencil to make sure that there's evenness, there's correct spacing, and there's consistency in your icons. There's the sticker. Here is the cool holograph.
Look at
the
that holograph.
Now, here's where it gets really cool. He did tremendous research.
A bunch of those.
Things, the scanner. Okay, now I love the scanner one because that just shows you the evolution that icon design has gone under just over 10 years with iOS devices.
Now, is he allowed to? So
he
these are
worked
his
with,
artistic interpretations.
No,
these are
he actually worked with the designers of these icons and got them in here.
Okay.
And then there's some stories about what is it, the Icon Factory, which is a site that people have used. Switch over camera. This book is a celebration of something, well, that didn't exist 15 years ago. It did, but I mean, we've had icons for a while. But the icons that you put in your pocket is its own art form. All the check. I mean, there's a whole page on just there's 50 apps that use a check mark. How do they interpret that? Really great stuff, and the detail. Crossy Road, is that what that is?
Yeah, I love Crossy Roads.
The detail that goes into these things that you don't even realize.
Yeah, I mean, you never see the icons of this size. You know, it's like when on your phone, they're only ever going to be that quarter of an inch, whatever it is. It's neat that they actually have interviews and stuff in here too.
Oh no, what a fantastic job.
One of those 21st century jobs. What do you do? I design icons. And there are people who that's literally what their job is. That is really cool. This is what's great about Kickstarter. Like, I have some negatives about Kickstarter, but like Kickstarter is great because a traditional publisher probably would sort of look at that and go, no one would want that.
Right.
And if you build up enough of an audience and then launch it on there,
a labor of love is right on the back. Just check it out. The iOS app icon book. I am sure after this, once people get the word out, I mean, if it's not on Amazon already, it will be. Fantastic book. Way to go, Michael. I'm proud Kickstarter backer.
Yeah.
So why do I bring this up? Not only is it cool, we are just fresh off the heels of an Apple Worldwide Developer Conference keynote.
True. WWDC.
I will not spoil. I know you still have to see some of it, but
I said that's why I wasn't spoiling anything of. He had a great episode, and I wasn't going to spoil that too because I know you haven't seen it.
But I will say the three.
We're still
things.
Playing catch up after.
I still have to get caught up with that. Yeah. The three things that are groundbreaking. The new MacBook Air is phenomenal. It is incredibly thin. Pricing is really good. It's featuring the M2 chip. We are seeing the future unfolding of computing. Number two, and this one. I'm just going to say, they are going to finally, with the new macOS and iOS in the fall, allow you to use your iPhone as a webcam. Nice. Wirelessly, automatically, with incredible filters. Super excited for that, because then, boom, we'll be using it for stuff. It'll just work.
Have it as
exactly. It'll work wirelessly and everything else. But the big news to me was the biggest improvements made to iPad OS since iPad OS. And the iPad, for a lot of people, could become their sole computer.
Nice.
It's awesome. I'm totally looking forward to seeing what they do. So, there we go.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
So, switching over, I have brought something that this is always weird because there's certain things I like to get, but it ends up being sort of a little bit after the fact. So it's like after all the hype is gone, everything, sort of one of these things arrived. So I happen to get a copy of the Batman, but this is the Steelbook of the Batman. So obviously nobody's really talking about the Batman right now, but I know you don't get to see these very often. So I wanted to bring in the new Steelbook edition of this because it's a really, really cool design. So let me show you. Yeah. So I love that.
Oh,
so that.
wait.
So the question mark.
That's awesome.
Around his head. And there's the Batman stuff too. I'm going to throw in the back and you can see, yes, there is a cipher across there, which I have not, deciphered yet. And this is actually really cool because as opposed to the steelbooks I've gotten recently, it actually is a 3-disc. So you've got your 4K, you've got your Blu-ray and special features. It's pretty rare these days if you get any special features at all, but actually to have a second disc of that.
So is the special features, is that Blu-ray?
It is.
So
So most of the steelbooks are, well, the ones I've been buying lately are 4K / Blu-ray / digital. So what I didn't bring was the sheet because I already redeemed it.
Oh, wow.
And so they had the thing of that. And it was actually pretty cool because you had a code for Movies Anywhere, which I highly recommend Movies Anywhere. If you're not a Movies Anywhere fan, get on that because it's awesome. At the back of it, there was another code where you could buy like 4 other DC titles for like $20, like 4 digital versions of them all. Unfortunately, I had them. Hard, sometimes it's tough being a fan, but it was kind of neat because you could get Joker and you could get Suicide Squad, I think, and then I can't remember the other one too.
This cover,
it's great, isn't it?
Is amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't buy every steelbook for every movie that I like, but boy, sometimes like when they really outdo themselves on the cover.
Whoever did this,
yeah.
The way that it comes
it's hard to see.
The light.
Yeah, it's hard to see on the thing too.
Yeah.
But it really does look like just a regular like a red light is just behind him. Let's see if you can see it.
But it's
the glare. Yeah, and then you can sort of see then the question mark. The rain they're going across.
But when they do this, it looks like it's blood dripping off of his face.
Yeah. I say I have a lot to love about the Batman, but like their graphic design team that designs like the look of like all the stuff. I mean, from like we talked about here on the show, like the preview I got to see, all the images they put up there were so good and so fit this same aesthetic.
Yeah.
We've come a long way since Batman and Robin.
Available right now on HBO Max.
That's right.
Along with the
that I don't think is available anymore because usually they only do a limited run. Yeah, it's Best Buy gets a lot of them, and so you buy it and that's it.
What if you between that or Secrets of Dumbledore?
I think they just announced the Blu-ray for Dumbledore too. But you can watch it on HBO Max right now if that's what you like doing.
Okay, we've talked about.
You can do that and Morbius. What a weekend you'll have!
You could have better weekends. What do I know? I don't know, but I could guess. All right, so we have talked a lot about space and Batman, who sometimes takes to the skies. I'm closing with I have 2 things.
Okay.
That are on the opposite ends of the spectrum of a certain technology.
Okay.
This is brand new. So.
Oh, I don't even know what these are.
We have the latest in drone technology.
Oh.
So this is DJI. I'm a huge fan of DJI. Wow. This is their Mini Pro 3 drone. Okay. I may have said those in the wrong order. You know what I'm talking about. This is incredible. This is a drone with a battery. Okay. Hold out your hand.
Sure. Oh, wow. So light. There's a battery in this already?
There's a battery in that.
Wow. This is like, it feels like the weight of an iPhone. Like
it's outrageous how light this is. I'm going to go ahead and, it's
heavier.
Oh, heavier. Oh, yeah. Here, we'll go let's put it in we'll show it on the camera.
Yeah, so you'll have to do all the expanding out.
Now, the cool thing about this is just to see, you can see already super small.
Yep.
Multiple cameras. Not only do you have the main camera, which by the way, notice the main camera can also now point up.
Oh, so you before you move it. Like before you launch it, you aim the camera sort of the angle you want?
Well, no, you could do, let's say you're doing a tower. You could start low, look up, and pivot the camera as you're going up, and then see it from the bottom. We may play with this after that. We've got obstacle avoidance cameras in the front.
Okay.
Obstacle avoidance cameras in the back, and obstacle avoidance cameras down below.
Okay.
But also paired with this is the new DJI screen controller.
Wow.
No phone is necessary. It has built-in GPS. No antennas. The antennas are all internal.
I say it looks like a concept for a Game Boy.
Oh yeah, this looks like. Oh my god, they can
Right?
actually put some
Does
games
it like
on
a
this.
it's like a Game Gear?
Yes. So
Oh, it's that way. Oh, I was gonna do it the other way. I thought it was this way, but it's not because you got the things at the top.
Pull these out, and we've got.
Oh yeah, it's that. Oh wow, very responsive joysticks.
Now there we are.
I don't want to.
Now
I am not taking it for a.
Oh
flight.
no, it's some. Well, I do want to show something though.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Because this is a new feature. We're gonna power it up.
Okay. Get my fingers on it. Oh, hello.
I should not launch it unless I press this button. Oh, no, I'm kidding. We'll let it connect. Screen is great, but you got to see this because I couldn't believe that this was real. We're gonna post it right here.
Okay.
Okay. It's connecting.
Good.
It's almost in the shot.
This is where we need the hold music again.
Oh, and this is where we should have a little background music. All right, there we go. So we're almost connected. Hey, and there you are. So if I go to see, there you are.
Oh, look, there I am. Wow.
So
oh, wow. That's a really nice screen.
If I do this, you can see.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there we are. That's pretty. Hey. Now, I can't believe it does this, but with the snap of a button, vertical video.
You can do drone TikToks.
I gotta say, here we are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
What? I don't even understand. Oh no, that's it. You just press a button.
I thought it was just internal, but no, the actual whole camera on the unit flips.
What is that? Where we are now?
I guess so. That's amazing.
I mean, I'm looking at this going.
So it's, yeah, it amazed me because like Bo Burnham just put out an hour of stuff he didn't use in Inside. So it's the 1 year anniversary of Inside, and so he actually put out like songs he didn't use and like demos and all this stuff. And one of the things in there, he did a song with a drone. So like in that little space, he actually had a drone, and so he was practicing with it, like to have it, you know, as he's singing, that it would come up to his face and then like go up and then sort of angle down. Also, he ended up not using it in the thing, whatever. But it was interesting to see that he was also, you know, using that idea.
Wait, as you're talking, you can.
If you'd have told me a year ago, that I'd be locked inside of my home. Oh wow, he moved it side to side, and it is. The little head is,
and it's still
a little bit creepy.
Look, you can see. Oh no, it's super creepy.
The face is like, you know, like it's basically like a cat. So it's like it's staying solid while the rest of the body is moving around. It's locked in on me. Yeah.
I am super impressed. I've been a drone fan for a long time. This is the epitome of all the technology.
Is this the first drone you've ever owned?
No.
Okay.
No. I've had, so if you're a drone person, I've had a Mavic Pro, I've had a Mavic Air, and now I have this one. And they have taken everything they've learned. DJI is really great at taking everything they've learned and constantly putting it into the next product. This is amazing. The fact that you don't have to use your phone.
Yeah.
The fact that it's that small.
And then you put like an SD card in there and record the video onto
There's
it?
There's an SD card in the drone.
Okay.
In the drone, right. Photography and video, preset options. Runtime, I got already 45 minutes on the single battery, which is amazing for a drone.
Yeah.
I'll power it down just in case I don't. There we go. So we may not be done with drones, by the way. But okay. I will put that there. So anyway, maybe we'll do a show where we will just walk around outside and we'll record the audio.
Oh, fun! Have it following us around.
That actually is not a bad idea. Anyway, all right.
Now we should get somebody else so it'll look like
it'll
just walking around and really?
It'll do it automatically. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway. Scary too.
Living in the future.
Scary, but this is where we are.
Yeah. Okay. So as my last thing, there was a secret mission that I had for when we were in Anaheim. So I knew that we were going and doing the Star Wars stuff, and I knew Rob and I were going to have a fantastic time. You know, Rob's family not as much into Star Wars as the two of us.
My wife is not as much into Star Wars. My kid is into Star Wars. Yes.
Yeah, your daughter has. And so, and same thing with mine. So like my 14-year-old who I brought with, She likes Star Wars a lot, and she's seen all the movies and stuff too. But I don't think she would ever go and say like that's her ride or die. Like that's not her main fandom at all.
Sure.
So, but she went along because she wanted to go for the experience, and she had a fantastic time, and she got super excited about all the stuff. But I was like, okay, if this does not work out the way I want it to, and she's done have a fun time, I wanted to have an extra thing to do. So on the last day, a little thing because I sort of had another little plan. So on Sunday, or no, actually, I'm sorry, on Saturday, when the crowds were crazy at Celebration, we're getting out of there, and so we went and walked over to the Disneyland Hotel. So at the Disneyland Hotel, they have a place called Trader Sam's. So Trader Sam's is a bar essentially, and they have little food and stuff too. But I didn't want to eat there. I didn't want to drink there. I wanted to buy something there because they have tikis you can only get from them. So like Geeky Tiki, they have their own set of them. Why do I want that? Because I'm also a fan of Critical Role, and my daughter, I'd probably say her main fandom is Critical Role. And one of the people on Critical Role has a tiki on the table with them when they play. And I was like, if we can get that one, I know I'll score some major dad points. And we did.
What?
So that's what I have brought as my last thing. So this is the Trader Sam Tiki mug. So.
Oh, whoa!
So this is one of the ones that they have. Like they have actually a series. I actually bought one for my wife as well, which might make a future appearance. But yeah, basically like it's and there's the 4th edition thing. So obviously, what they use is an earlier edition because they're California people and stuff. And they've gotten and stuff too. So this is what it is. So so it was, and she was super excited. And when I told her that I wasn't buying it for me, I was buying it for her. And so she was super. So the last thing is that it feels unfinished. That's the thing I was really surprised at because when you see the pictures, it looks like it's glazed on the outside, but the one we got isn't. So it's glazed on the inside, so you can drink out of it. It's fine, but on the outside, so it's that weird pottery texture thing, which I like, but she doesn't. So
I love
we don't know if it was a design choice for the 4th edition. Or if they just missed this one in the kiln. But so we were going around now trying to find a place that would actually finish it.
As you wish. Just go to.
We tried. They won't do anything. It's not theirs.
What?
You have
Come on.
You unfortunately have to buy things. So what we're now looking for are local competitors to As You Wish. just to try and do a thing. And they actually recommended Mod Podge or something to go over it. I'm like, I don't trust myself.
Oh no, that's not you want that finish. No. Yeah. Okay, now I got to tell you though.
Anyway, so she likes it, but she didn't love it as much as when I got it for her, it was still in the box, and we got home and took it out, and she was kind of like, oh.
Wait,
the design is exactly right. It's gorgeous, but she doesn't like the gritty thing. So I might have to, I don't know.
It's that. Oh, see, I love this.
I do too.
This feeling. Is the other one you got? No,
the other one is finished. It is it doesn't look like that at all. It's a different style, and it's taller, and it's more like kind of when you think of Geeky Tiki, that long style. That's what I got for her. It's a different whole thing. Like I said, I'll bring it in. For a future one. But yeah, you can see it's more of the height kind of thing. This was the barrel kind of thing too. We'll see.
I mean, she's not going to drink out of this.
No, I don't think so. That's why I said I'm use it for your pens. Use it. She's an artist. Use all your stuff in there. So I don't know. We'll see. It might end up that ends up becoming mine, and I find one on eBay because these are the commons, as opposed to a limited edition. So I might be able to find one that's more like the one that's exactly on Critical Role and get that. I don't know. We'll see. That's sort of down the line. But I still score.
I love it.
It's a pretty good dad point. And the nice thing, and the weird nice thing about it is that, I said, I just want to buy this. I just want to buy it. They're like, no, you have to buy a drink. I was like, but I don't. We sell you the drink, and then this is the add-on. And I was like, okay, fine.
But, so what'd you get?
So they actually had this they on the menu they had non-alcoholic. So at the bottom, because I was still walking around, at Downtown Disney, they had this sort of fruit drink cocktail thing, and I was like, okay, thinking I was just gonna be and then just tuck it. But they didn't put the drink in there. They just basically they give you the drinks in plastic cups and then give you boxes of the things. So but you said that Okay, it's their system. It's their system.
Sure.
But they ended up being really, really good. They were really good, like fruit, cocktaily drinks or whatever. We both drank all of ours, and we walked over down to Disney, and they kind of freaked out a little bit because we were like walking around with like our drinks with fruit and like umbrellas and stuff, and like walking over, like, hey, how are you? How's it going? Like, you can't bring alcohol in. It's like, no, it's fruit. It's fruit. But,
I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, not cheap, but it was worth it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's a fun extra little thing. So,
sweet. Okay, so we're gonna end with a really weird one.
Okay.
Up
here with these guys.
I don't know if you're a Snapchatter.
I'm not.
But our good friends at Snapchat.
Oh.
Check this out.
Okay.
So if we had gotten this before we had left, I would have been cruising the side streets of Anaheim with this thing. And what is this? This is the Pixie Drone from Snapchat.
Okay.
You just take it out of your thing and you say, hey, I want to record, I don't know. Well, this is gonna be fun. And you just go, let's record ourselves. We're gonna do this live. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Where are you going?
Living that drone life. Hey, come back. Come back. Come back down. Oh. Bye.
I think it's going to come back.
It may be coming. Can you switch to the bottom camera?
Oh, yeah, here it comes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh,
and
all right.
I don't know what to say about this.
And is it still broadcasting?
Oh, no. This is just recording. It's not live to Snapchat.
Okay.
You record it, and then you use the Snapchat app, or it'll go directly to your phone.
Okay.
Because if Snapchat isn't around some of the time, then you can still use this as just recording thing. It has presets. Okay. You can have it follow you.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was it just did. That little scared me a little bit in the ceiling.
Yeah.
But what the heck is this?
Drone technology. That is amazing.
This is outrageous. And you got a little thing to walk around. Like,
I really thought that was a personal fan. Like that you're gonna, because you look at the top of it.
Here,
you see on the thing cam. Look at that. I thought like that was you're gonna have like a cooling system, whatever. I had no idea that was going to fly and record video at the same time.
Pixie, it's got a camera on the bottom. There's the camera in the front. You turn it on the. See, it's got the presets like a camera.
Yeah.
You turn it on. Oh, the light comes on, and then you press that button. And the cool thing about this is it is designed like I didn't just put myself in peril. It is designed for takeoff from the hand and landing in the hand.
Okay.
So the sensor actually knows when your hand is there, and it comes down and stops. What will they think up next?
Wow. I had no idea anything. Yeah, I was gonna say I had no idea anything this high tech even existed. So there's a bottom camera too, or is that the sensor?
That's bottom camera.
So you actually could have it like looking up and
but then
having a little thing around you.
Look at this.
How did you come by this?
So I peruse various blogs and other things, and a few months ago they had talked about this. They went on pre-order.
Yeah.
We'll be using them for some of our interns who work here in the exterior studios.
Just to follow them around?
Just to follow them around to create some content. And but they're sold out now. So this is, I think, from another company. I forget the company that makes these, but then this is branded for Snapchat.
Sure. That's why the yellow.
But the concept of this is outrageous.
Yeah, to have that and then wear that around at a convention or whatever, and then it's like in the middle of the floor, just
and then then some security people would be after you. But wait a minute. So here I'm like playing with this.
Yeah.
How far before Hasbro comes out with the what is it? What's the princess's little droid? Lola.
Yeah. You're right. That is one.
Look, a little Lola following
that, and you're like somewhere in the middle of there is Lola.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. How much more random?
I say like this is the time I wish I was making independent film, because like the things you could do with this just to add that extra zhuzh to your film,
like just random stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's nuts.
Maybe I'll just walk around with this now.
You're just that guy.
It does. No,
Is
I
it
don't want
put
to.
you tuck your arm in, have it like a purse?
I'll make it like a
Carry on the
tie or
side.
something, and stuff like this. Well, there you go. Well, that was a pretty random episode of 10 Random Things. Thank you for tuning in. Stay well, and we look forward to our next episode. We hope you do too.